Alright. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and in today's video, I'm going to show you the two most OP hunter builds in PvP right now. If you're trying to go flawless in trials, you're trying to make it out there, especially if you're in the flawless pool or whatever it may be, you're going to see these builds over and over and over again. These two builds are disgusting. I've played a good amount of trials this season already, and so let's go ahead and just jump right into it. I'm not endorsing these builds, so don't hate me if you start seeing a lot more people use these in Crucible, but we've got my friend Arbitizer here, who's a beast in PvP. And he's rocking the Omnioculus build. This build is basically just infinite invisibility with this exotic on. He's got 70 mobility, 4 resilience, 100 recovery, 6 discipline. His aspects are Vanishing Step, Trapper's Ambush, Persistence, Dilation, and Leeching. And you can see here when he does this little slam down on the ground here, he will make us all go invis, and he can repeatedly make us go invis. And on this map, without zones, you're going to see this a lot. I noticed that a ton of people are using this, and it's definitely a really strong build. So going over some of his other mods and stuff, we're kind of sticking to the old traditional PvP mods in a lot of ways. We've got just pulse rifle targeting, shotgun targeting. We've got melee kickstart, fastball, unflinching pulse, and pulse rifles are definitely the play on these bigger maps. Trust me, if you're so rocking a hand cannon, use a pulse rifle on the big maps. Team shoot with those things. They're disgusting. Messenger, No Time to Explain, Vigi Wing, they're all absolutely broken on these maps. Utility kickstart and just recovery mods. So that's his build with 100 strength. He's going to be just making his team go invis and having that damage resistance just constantly over and over again. As long as you hit 2 people with it, you get it back instantly. If you hit one person, you and one other person, you get like half of it back. So keep that in mind. And a lot of people are using this. Now I'm going to go over my build that I like to use, and this build is just like, I call it like I have 700 HP build. This is one I've been using for trials carries. We're going with Knock 'em Down, On Your Mark, and then I'm using Ember of Torches, Ember of Solace, and then the last 3 I just used for stats. We've got Wonder, Beams, and Searing just for stats alone. One mod that is actually really good though is Ember of Tempering. If you're rocking a solar weapon like, Solar Hand Cannon, Lord of Wolves, whatever it may be, this is actually really good. So keep that in mind. I'm rocking Blade Barrage instead of Golden Gun just because it shuts down the bubbles and stuff. And I am actually using the weighted knife and a healing nade because, like I said, it's the 700 HP build. Dwayne will throw a trip mine here on me, and I guess he's on the same team, so he'll swap teams. He'll throw a trip mine here on me in a second, and you'll see that Wormhusk stacking with Classy Restoration is almost unfair. You get into a gunfight, you strafe to safety, use your dodge, or just use your dodge in the middle of the gunfight, and you just get that chunk of HP plus restoration, and it's just so good. So watch, he'll go ahead and throw a trip mine on me here. Got that, and I get that huge chunk of that. So if we're in a normal gunfight going back and forth, that's just going to be absolutely broken. It's very hard to lose a gunfight, and then not only that, if I do use that, I can also throw my nade at my feet as well, get that back, get some more health back from that. So I really like this. This is a really good like dueling loadout if you want to win a lot of 1v1s and trials. This is it. We got 100 mobility, we got 3 resilience, we got 100 recovery on my build with 90 intellect because we're trying to get those supers to shut down those bubbles when they pop them. I'm using just pulse targeting, SMG targeting. I do go back and forth between these mods, and I know a lot of people might laugh at me for this one, but if a bunch of Titans are putting down walls like Citans or whatever, I'll actually just slap on anti-barrier pulse. And if I see a bunch of people using my build, if I want to counter it, I'll literally put on overload rounds because it'll actually stop some of this, not just my build, but someone who's using restoration times 2 and stuff. Really shut that down, so I'll often throw that on and go back and forth between those two. Or I'll just use Pulse Rifle Loader. Just kind of depends on the mood and what people are using on the other team. Unflinching Pulse, Radiant Light, Quick Charge, and Powerful Friends on the class item with class restoration, of course. So those 2 builds and Pulse Rifles and SMGs instead of shotguns, I'm actually rocking a double primary on purpose. Those 2 builds are really good and really strong, and those will get you a lot of flawlesses. And you're going to be seeing a ton of hunters using that throughout the season because they're both unbelievably broken. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll bring you the most broken Titan builds next. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed. Smash the like button. See you in the next one. Later.